Hi, welcome back for another video with me. I'm Dominic Fernando. Um, Before dragging it further, I want to just get into the matter. Imagine you go onto the road and you see a person, he's throwing money. He's just throwing the call cash notes. He's just throwing. What would you call him? Nothing but you would call him is a madman, a lunatic. He's fucking crazy. That's what you're gonna call him. Nothing else. ஒரு பைத்தியக்காரன்னு சொல்லலாம். பிசக்கில சரளமா பிக்கினா. So the problem is this: the wasted money can be earned through hard work or sheer luck, but the wasted time can never be recuperated because it goes. So the Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca says it's not that we have a little time, but we waste a lot of it. It's not that we have a short life, but we have a shorten it. It's an invitation for us to how much of time we waste. It's to do an introspection into ourselves and see the amount of time we waste throughout the day. Particularly during these days, we are at home sometimes, mostly due to lockdown and all. So what we do is we just get into this digital device and we get into Facebook, mainly the social media. That's killing the time. Sometimes we see our kids come and talk to us, but we happen to have distracted by all this idiotic shit. We spend more time with it. They keep us glued to this digital device. It wastes a lot of time. So sometimes 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hours, man, it's we can't say the amount of time we spend on Facebook, waste rather on Facebook during a day. So therefore my invitation is this, my friends, let's be conscious of it. Let's become aware the amount of time we waste on it. One of the bad effects of Facebook is it brings psychological derangement. I would unpack an example for that. Sometimes we see as Sri Lankans, some of our own friends who are in Japan or America or England, whatever the country you name it, they post photos in luxurious places, exotic places. Wow, we see. And we do a sort of a psychological comparison automatically and think, Ado, arugi jivite walapanko aru atane inne. Apitama metane inne. That sort of a draining our mind and the entire body, entire self. That is a problem. Because that's literally a problem. Because I have a couple of friends in Japan. They say they sleep 2 hours, 3 hours a day because their life is also difficult. What you do is you compare your worst part with his best part. That is a problem. So overall my invitation is this: social media is not good for us. It's not wholesome for us. So what is the way we should eradicate this shit out of our life? There are a couple of tips, but I will share one thing. Because you can't deactivate the account because you have friends, you need people, you need society, but it is also sometimes it's very dangerous, very precarious for us. What we got to do is we can uninstall the app and you can go through the browser. It reduces the frequency of time you spend with it. So also you can read a book. These days I'm reading the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Roman. He's also a Stoic philosopher. He was an emperor. And you can pick up a book, anything. If you are interested in Buddhism, you can read about Siddhartha. There is a famous book called Hermanasal Siddhartha. You can find these books on jumpbooks.lk. They give excellent service. And their books, you can buy any sort of non-fiction in Sri Lanka. So here is the key: not to waste much of time. Be aware of your time you spend because we don't have a lot of time. Marcus Aurelius says, don't live as if you have 3,000 years at your elbow to throw at. Don't live as if you have 3,000 fucking years to throw at your elbow. We don't have that much of time. I'm 33 this year. Not much, another 20 years. Maybe next year, who knows? So do not waste your time. Save your time and spend it fruitfully and productively. Invest in yourself. That is the best ROI you can have.